For the MotionCam app, I realized they made it look like a cinema camera user interface. They have every single detail about, I'm not even talking about having manual settings, ISO exposure, like noise reduction feature, focus peaking feature. And also you can use all those. On the left you can see all those different cameras on your phone too. And on the other side there are like time-lapse mode, and these are actually pretty helpful, like exposure meter. It helps you when you can't see the screen much. And the focus feature is also you can time the focus. Another exposure control, I guess, white balance, and what else I can show here. As I mentioned, there's time-lapse mode, there are burst mode, and that's another great thing, that you can shoot 24 frame per second raw images with all the cameras separately. Like all the cameras. I mean, I'm talking about Samsung S series, because this specific screen that I'm using right now, I'm using on my Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra, and you can use all the cameras perfectly. And the preview looks like this, yes, but it's normal, because the files are huge. That's the only problem with the raw recording. It takes incredible space in your phone. And I even use a SSD, external SSD. I plug in. This app also works with an SSD too. Yes, you can attach a 2 terabyte SSD and record everything into SSD directly. I also do recording into the phone and carrying SSD with me, and once in a while and putting the SSD and transferring all the stuff from my phone to SSD and rendering later with my computer. This app also comes with an computer version, like a desktop version. You don't have to run all the renders from the app. You can get the MotionCam file, recorded file, to your computer and render it, even a little faster depending on your computer. Look at this example. The colors are looking really good because it has more information than, more data than 8-bit regular videos that we use normally. And it's so easy to color grade too, like change the temperature, saturation, pull the shadows up, and the change is incredible on the image. Normally 8-bit files are gonna have not this much color option. Also, because it's not RAW, they're all JPEG. Regular videos shoot 24 to 60 frame per second, but they're all JPEG, and JPEGs are 8-bit, and they're not so good with color grading. But RAW files are not like that. RAW files have more information, and it takes more space, but it is way more easier to color grade. As you can see, I'm just doing right now, like this is another video that I shot, and I grab a random frame. You can use all those frames by frame too. They're all individual pictures, like sequence. Look at the details. Anyways, I'm gonna continue explaining Yeah, these are basically when you press the recording button, it records those raw DNG images. That's why it takes incredible amount of space. So if I get back to the Davinci Resolve, I'm not going into really detailed color grading. These are just basic things that I'm showing the capabilities of raw video recording with a phone. And there's another thing called Dehancer app, and this it's a plugin. Actually, it works with Adobe software, all Adobe, After Effects, Premiere, Davinci Resolve, Final Cut, and it basically is a plugin that it has color grading tools. You can make your film digitally recorded a video, and you can make it look like it's recorded with a film camera. You can specifically choose what type of film. They have a great selection of the films that you can choose from the Dehancer menu. There are other things like bloom, for example. You can create bloom, which kind of makes, if there's a light in your frame, it makes it kind of glowy, which is really common lately to create this nostalgic vibe. And they're really detailed. It's not just like, okay, create a bloom. There's tons of details that you can change the focal point of the bloom. It's not just like click bloom and that's it. It's just a lot of detail in it, which I find it really professional. Yeah, maybe this image will give you a better idea how bloom can affect the feeling of the image. It makes it more dreamy, I guess. And this was fairly dark scene. It did good job with the low light. This is after sunset. It's getting almost completely dark outside, but still recorded pretty good. And originally raw files were really noisy, but there's a noise reduction that adds on automatically. Yeah. So I have another scene that I want to work on. And this scene can be, yeah, I'm gonna pull up the shadows, and this recorded in the winter time, and you can make it look like summer. It's recorded in summertime by just color grading it. Make it a little warmer. And also there's another good thing about this Dehancer plugin. You can add the film grain, like actual, and it does a really good job. And this can be really detailed. You don't have to. You can reduce the amount. You can increase the amount. You can change the grain type. You can change the film type. When you change the film type, the grain type changes. It's extremely detailed, I find. There are also other color grading too, like without needing any Davinci's color grading tools, you can fully color grade from here. It works on regular videos too. You don't have to record RAW to get benefited from this app. Any video can be, even they have an iPhone app that you can download. They are coming up with a online version that you can actually, you don't even need to download anything. You can just go to their website and color grade and make your digital image looks like film. I will share all the details about everything that I'm mentioning in this video in the description with the link, download links. I also have a promo 10% discount if you use the code in the description. Raw Kitchen, my username, is the promo code. You will be able to get this plugin with 10% discount too. And they have a lot of different, not just film. You can choose RE cinema cameras or Blackmagic cinema cameras. There are like color schemes for that specific cameras too. I find them pretty helpful, and they contacted me to review their product. And this is not a sponsor video, it's just a review. I've been using this plugin maybe a year so far, and it's definitely a beneficial tool if you're making anything for social media or even for short movies and featured movies. You can get benefited because it is easily adjustable, detailed software.